authority in all its forms, especially in the field of understanding, is the most destructive. The leaders destroy followers, and the followers destroy leaders. Jiddu Krishnamurti. Jiddu Krishnamurti was born 12th May 1895 in a small town Madanapalli in the state Andhra Pradesh, approximately 250 kilometers to the west from Chennai. The basis, culmination and somewhat tragedy of his life were his relationships with the Theosophical Society. It so happened that this organization elected Jiddu almost from birth as the world teacher, and Krishnamurti had to live all his life with this role imposed on him.
The crisis is a crisis in consciousness, a crisis that cannot anymore accept the old norms, the old patterns, the ancient traditions. And considering what the world is now, with all the misery, conflict, destructive brutality, aggression, and so on, man is still as he was. Is still brutal, violent, aggressive, acquisitive, competitive, and he has built a society along these lines. But that depends on you and not somebody else. Because in this there is no teacher, no pupil, there is no leader, there is no guru, there is no master, no savior. You yourself are the teacher and the pupil, you are the master, you are the guru, you are the leader, you are everything.
Jiddu's father was a prominent leader of Theosophical Society. The teacher's role of Krishnamurti is explained by this. The youth was educated in the spirit of the preparation of humanity for receiving the teacher of the teachers. Such an education continued until Jiddu was recognized the head of the order. But in 1922 something strange happened to Krishnamurti. This happened during his trip to California, when Jiddu for the first time was released from dense custody of Theosophists. Krishnamurti had an intense, faithful experience, which he characterized as spiritual awakening, psychological transformation. Krishnamurti's consciousness continued to transform and reached its culmination in 1929, when Jiddu made a loud declaration and rejected Theosophical Society and the attempt to impose the world teacher to the world. He declared, "I affirm that you can come to the truth without any religion or sect. The truth, being limitless, unconditional, cannot be organized at all, and no society can bring people to it. I don't want followers, and I mean it. At the moment you follow someone, you stop following the truth. The man is already free. He does not need new religions, new sects, or the creation of new theories and philosophies." Jiddu said, "It doesn't matter who I am. You must explore what I say. But this doesn't mean that I deny that I am the world teacher." Since that time, he started to distance from the society, his teachings and practices, despite the cordial relationships with some members and former members of the society during all his life. Krishnamurti spent the rest of his life giving public lectures all over the world, gathering huge halls of seekers, though many of the listeners later went to the other teachers, not understanding what he redundantly preached. He accepted gifts from and financial support offered him by people inspired by his work. Jiddu Krishnamurti toured many countries in Europe and Latin America. He conducted talks in the USA, India, Australia. In 1984, he was awarded the Peacekeeping Medal from the United Nations. Krishnamurti's ashram is in Chennai. It is a quiet, cozy place. There are houses for pilgrims and followers, lovely place to escape noisy and aggressive world. Ashram has a big kitchen where vegetarian food is prepared for spiritual seekers living in the ashram. Large, spacious and bright dining room adjoins the kitchen. Big beautiful garden, maintained paths and plants. Krishnamurti died 17 February 1986 at the age of 90 from pancreatic cancer. His body was cremated and the remnants distributed among friends and former collaborators in the countries where he spent the biggest part of his life, India, Britain and USA.
That I'll run away with you. I'll run away.